All right, so I got asked to give a bit of help to this question, so I just thought I'd record a quick video. We'll test out how good it is for you guys accessing it, and we'll see what we can do. It's out of exercise 704, and it was a question about the cost of using a hairdryer. So here we go. A hairdryer, which is 1000 watts, is used by a family on average of an hour a week during winter, which is 92 days. Well, what is the cost of using this hairdryer during that quarter if electricity is this many dollars per kilowatt hour? Well, there are a number of ways to kind of puzzle our way through this, and one of the instructions I've given you always is to keep labeling exactly what you've got. So if we're only going to use it for 1 hour a week, we've got 92 days. Well, I guess if I grab my calculator over here, you won't be able to see everything. But if I go for 92 days divided by 7, we'll find out that that is 13 1/7 of a week. 13th and 1/7 weeks. So we're only using it 1 hour a week, so that's how much we're going to be using it. This is the number of hours. Well, this is 1 hour a week, which means if there's 13 1/7 weeks, we're going to use it at total hours is also 13 1/7 hours. If I could write properly. Well, we know the cost. Now this is in kilowatt hours. We know that it's 1000 watts, which means this times 1000 watts, which actually is just the same as saying times 1 kilowatt. So we've got this total amount of hours is now the total, I guess, wattage. Just be careful, we're not teaching science here, that might not be quite the correct word for it, but in our case we're asking how many kilowatts. We've got 13 1/7 kilowatt hours, because we're multiplying hours here. Multiplied by kilowatts, we get kilowatt hours. And we know the cost per kilowatt hour, so 13 1/7 multiplied by 0. Now thankfully this one's in dollars, a lot of the others are in cents. 9025. So again, I'll get my calculator back up here for a second, and we will multiply that number by 0.31 907. Oops, no, 9025. To make sure we're actually getting the right thing. Hit equals, and we get this number here, which is, $4.19, technically 29, but of course we'll round it off and just make it $4.19. Hopefully that's what's in the answers.